Okay, I apologize for the video because it's my iPhone. But I'm going to show you my clever trick. I'm knitting a pair of socks. Okay. And I'm knitting on double pointed needles, Addi Turbos, size 0. This is a technique known as double knitting. I'm holding 2 strands of yarn. And I'm going to knit across. I think I'm actually a really slow knitter. I don't know, because I never see anybody else knit. So, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. But I'm knitting from each one individually. This is called double knitting. And this lighter gray yarn, this yarn right here, I'm moving to the front of my work when I knit the other yarn. And then whenever I knit that one, I move it to the back. So, move it to the back to knit that color, move it to the front and out of the way to knit the darker color. Move it to the back to knit that color, to the front and out of the way to knit the darker color, etc. So you might have seen double knitting before. It's 2 layers of knit fabric, knit independently of each other. I have another double knitting project that I'm doing right now. It's a hat. And usually you knit with 2 contrasting colors so that the image on the inside is the mirror of the image on the outside. And usually when you do that, you knit the outside and purl the inside so that the hat is completely reversible, or blanket, or whatever you're working on. But in this case, I'm knitting both sets of stitches. And you might wonder why that is. Because by doing that, you end up with a purl side on the inside, and this is not completely reversible. But that's alright. It doesn't have to be reversible, because I'm not planning on reversing it. And you might say, what is the point of knitting a double layered sock like this if the inside is going to be ugly? Well, it's not going to be ugly because it's not going to be the inside. A few more stitches to go. I decreased the row before, so these stitches are laying just a tiny bit funky. Decreased, this should hit right above the ankle bone where most people's ankles are at their narrowest. I read about this in Knitty magazine and decided that I had to give it a try. So, last stitch. Okay. So here's the trick. This is why I'm doing this. Let me just reach inside here. All the way down. And grab that toe. Oh, check that out. This is not one sock. This is 2 socks. That's a sock, and that's a sock. And they are not actually connected on the knitting needles. I am knitting 2 socks at the same time, one inside the other.